Hi everyone, Amy here, and today I'm going to do some quick batch sentiments and kind of show you how I store them. So this is a new to me product. This is an Altenew stamp, One Go birthday greetings, and it's coordinating die. And I have some Catherine Pooler date night party collection inks, as well as some inexpensive 110-pound colored white core cardstock. Now basically here's a photo of the finished card that I'm going to whip together and some of the batched sentiments, but what I really want to showcase here is just an idea and some insight into how I'm able to batch so much. I produce a lot of cards and I'm able to do it by kind of creating a lot of things in advance. So when I see amazing products like this that are one stamp and one coordinating die, and then I'm left with, a ton of sentiments to use for future cards. This is the sort of product that I really, really gravitate towards. Now, this one in particular, I'm extra excited about because, as you may have seen on the coordinating die from Altenew, it's all different shapes. So I love me some sentiment strips. If you guys have watched my videos, you know I use them all the time. I have them from various different companies. I love this concept of one stamp and one die, but usually they're kind of more in the standard sentiment strip. So this one really caught my eye and got me really excited because it has all different shapes. So some are fishtail banners, some are kind of fatter rectangles, some have rounded edges, and it was just so unique and cool, and I really hope that Altenew creates multiple stamp sets that work with this one die so you can use it over and over again. But I was of course sucked right in, and here I'm just stamping this die and I'm kind of going for a tone on tone look. In another video that I posted recently, I did a purple cardstock with kind of a bluish purple ink, and I really liked the monochromatic look of it. So that's kind of what I'm continuing here. I'm just showing you basically this is a half sheet of cardstock, and when I turn the stamp on its side like this, I can stamp it twice. So that means with one full sheet of cardstock, you could use the stamp 4 times. So that really allows you to batch up and mass produce some sentiments. So I'm going through again doing a darker pink. I think it's Pucker Up on this lighter pink cardstock, and then I will show you the next step. But like I said, it's just genius and time saving when companies create products like this. So some of the other ones will have kind of markers where you can line it up. This one doesn't have that to line it up, but it's really pretty easy to eyeball it. So just be mindful of the margins around, especially the side ones that are kind of running vertically, but it's really not hard to line up. And you'll see when I pull this out, look at all these different cool shapes. And so now I have all these ready to go. Now, this particular stamp set is birthday themed. That's why I'm saying I hope Altenew comes out with maybe like a sympathy one or just a general sentiment sort of thing that would line up with the same die. So that would be really time saving and cost effective. So I really hope they come out with more like this because I am absolutely in love with the shapes of this particular die. Now, this is my storage solution. I have one of these books for sentiments and one for critters. So my critter one is like stamped out critters that have already been, Copic colored and cut out or die cut out. But these are baseball card pocket protector sheets. And as you can see, I have all sorts of sentiments, die cut out and ready to go. So this is one of the ways that I'm able to save time and really crank out a ton of cards when I need them. So, if this is something that appeals to you, then just get a 3-ring binder, get some of these, baseball card pocket sheets. You might already have them. If your kid collected baseball cards or Pokemon cards or anything, you might, who knows, you might have them in your house. But if not, I do have them linked for Amazon below in the video description box. Now here I'm going to pull together a quick card. This is another time-saving hack. If you're like me and you like to try out different techniques, then you probably have a box full of backgrounds that haven't been turned into cards yet. So I'm just kind of fishing through here, seeing what one might, suit my fancy. I have some that are stenciled, some that are embossed, some that are hand painted, alcohol ink, you name it, I got them all in here. So if you collect backgrounds like this, and you're able to combine it with, you know, maybe a sentiment book or a critter book, then you have most of the components. You know, have some card bases ready to go, and I'm telling you, you can crank out a gajillion cards like I do. So these are hand watercolored, with some, you know, scribbled lines on top of it. So this one isn't stamped or anything. I just kind of, I don't know, probably played with some watercolors and some micron pens and drew some details. But this one I had die cut out. It's got a stitched edge. Wow, words, they're hard. Anyway, it's slightly smaller than A2 size, and all these colors kind of actually go with it. So I just pick a couple of them, one for the front and one for the inside, and I'm just going to use this score tape to put it down on the card. The reason I did score tape is just because it's a little bit of a stronger adhesive, and this is like a thicker watercolor paper that may have a little bit of warpage from when I actually watercolored it. So I'm just using my little pokey tool here to save my nails and pull these off the back. And you can see I'm only pulling them halfway and folding them down, and this way it'll help me kind of line up the margin when I lay it down on my card base. So that way if I'm not completely lined up, it's not already fused and stuck beyond repair. So this is a way to kind of help you line up if you struggle a little bit with getting it straight on your card base. So then you just pull off the backers, and I'm just going to lay the sentiments down. I'm going to put the one on the inside with some Barely Art liquid glue and kind of line that up in the inside where it says happy birthday. And then on the front I will pop it up with a little bit of foam tape. These are little thin foam strips that I get from Amazon. These work really great behind little thin sentiment strips. So these are great to have in your stash. So I'm just going to remove the backer on that and put down some blingage. These are like iridescent, clear, really pretty sequins that kind of pick up the colors around them. So they're a very nice sort of neutral blingage that works with many different cards, and I tend to go to this one a lot. So I decided to put this kind of more centered in the composition, and once I get that lined up, I will put down the blingage with some liquid glue on this cute little dish from the Rabbit Hole Designs, and there you go. That finishes the card. You can see that nice stitched edge, these beautiful sentiments that I was able to make in no time flat, and I have a ton of them ready for future use. And then I'm just going to use my little custom stamp. I do believe the company I used a long time ago, Chatty Press, is not around anymore, but check out Etsy. There are loads of companies that will make custom stamps if you're in the market for something like that. So thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this time-saving crafty storage hack, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.